Hello. I kind of promised myself I wasn't going to repeat any of my previous, uh, shall we say, topics, for lack of the exact right word. Um, but someone said to me, Christianity is an easy target. Why not do something about Islam? Okay. Uh, but I will preface this by saying I haven't read the Quran. So I have no real specific inferences or things or quotes or any of that. What I am going to say is that pretty much everything I said about Christianity goes for Islam as well. Except they don't drive caddies with fish on them. They drive camels or Mercedes, depending on which, on if they're the ones with the oil or without. And they don't have any pictures of Muhammad. None. It's against their law. Don't ask me. I don't know. Basically, what I can say is that Islam is just like any other religion. It's got a lot of great, lofty goals and ideals, and it's screwed up by the people that follow it. It's pretty much the same thing as Christianity, except not in English. If you want to burn me down or claim jihad on me because I said Islam is a religion. That's all. It's the followers that fucked it up. Those idiots crying for jihad because somebody did a cartoon about Muhammad, and so they're up in arms, and they, Salman Rushdie, and these people are really quick to, and so that's all I can really say. That's the impression I get. I did know a couple of Muslims when I was living in LA who are not, crazy. And I'm sure I know a few Muslims now. I know a few Indian peoples. Most of them are Christian. However, I do believe one or two might be Muslim or at least Hindi. I don't know. I never actually discussed it with them. But you should also remember that Muslims are the largest religious group in the world. Yep, it's true. Largest religious group in the world. So, if they could ever really get their shit together, they'd be scary. But really what's going on is we have these teeny tiny little sects, kind of like, two different sects of Calvinists or two different sects of Lutherans. And then we have the whole big Megillah, almost like it used to be with the Catholics when they were all the only game in town. The thing of it is that I cannot speak with authority to the Muslims because I haven't read the book. I haven't. Now, I've read the Bible, and I've read the Torah. Believe me, they're both really long and really boring reads. I will say one cool thing about the Bible, though. It's got predictions, which the Torah doesn't really have, which is kind of cool. Only if they don't come true, because if they come true, oops, sorry. But I'm willing to live with that. I'm willing to pay that price. There are many things for which I am willing to die, very few for which I am willing to kill. In fact, almost nothing am I willing to kill for. We're talking very, very specific circumstances. So I really can't speak to the Muslims out there. Although I will say this. You guys have it just as wrong as the Christians do. You guys have it just as wrong as the Jews do. You have it just as wrong. Wouldn't it be funky if the Indians were right and the Hindus were right, and that the Earth really was perched on the back of a giant turtle, which is on the back of another turtle, which is on the back of another turtle, on and on and on and on and on into infinity, and then we're all reincarnated. Now, wouldn't that fuck up your day? Good night. Have a pleasant tomorrow.